The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, rockers and cockers? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit the notification button, smash the like button, and of course, before you dip out of here today, get down in that comment section. Let me know all your thoughts about the video, and if not anything else, drop some horns in that comment section for the old YouTube algorithm. Let them know Kilroy was here. If you have a band, song, or a video that you'd like me to check out, break down, and analyze for you, get over to the Discord server. It is your one-stop shop for all things Wyldeside, and it's free to subscribe. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message, drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. One of my subscribers saw the video, read the title, and said, well, we need to get this over to Eric. Today we are checking out hilariously bad album covers that deserve to be shamed, so therefore they sent it to me so I can spend the next 13 and a half minutes, 14 minutes, shaming these people who, through their hard work and their effort and their energy and their skill and talent, have put out the following magnificent masterpieces of album artwork. So right off the bat, I would want to Google these guys just to see if this is real, but it's real. It is real. This is a real thing. These are all real. None of these are AI. None of these are fake. I've read the descriptions. According to it, they're all real. So let's check them out. Hilariously bad album covers that deserve to be shamed, and help shame them with me. So here we go. I think they've got a little music playing in the background. I've got it down low. We'll keep it down low just in case there's any copyright infringement. Okay. This has come up before. Elmer Fudd Pucker Sr. is a comedian, was a comedian. And he's a Southern Chitlin Circuit comedian, spoken word comedian. So this is actually real. And there's a famous, one of his songs is like, the check's in the mail or something like that. But anyway, yeah, Elmer Fudd Pucker was an actual stand-up comedian. Katie Graham, Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus. Now, I know that they want me to think about our Savior, but I'm going to say it's Jesus. Can't nobody do me like her boyfriend named Jesus, because I don't want to put that connotation on the Lord Savior. Because even he's like, what? Margaret Allison, touch me again. You see, you don't want me to shame that's somebody's grandmother. But I got to be honest, man. If my grandma dropped this album, I'd be like over at the house going, what are you doing? Like no one related to her can walk the streets, man. Carlos, bro, the 70s were insane, man. What's the price on that? $9? I ain't paying $9. You're going to pay $9 for Carlos? He looks like a Temu version of Pavarotti is what he looks like. Look at him. He's got the little dolphin down there. I don't even want to know what you're doing with the dolphin, bro. Remember when being hirsute was cool? See, that's not this was a thing. And it sucks because there are guys like us who there was a 10-year period we could wear your shirt undone. Nobody cared. Look at Carlos. He's magnificent. He has no shame here. Should, but doesn't. Dr. Juanita Bynum, Lord Split Me Open. You see, folks, I talk about creative bubbles all the time, and how when you're in the room with other creative people and everybody gets on board an idea, no one is in the room to say it out loud, right? Like, say it out loud. I was watching this TV show called Corner Gas. If you know it, awesome. If not, it's just a funny Canadian, it's like very Canadian show. And one of the running gags was the world's biggest hoe. And the person who came up with the idea and the people at the table thought it was a great idea. Farming community, we in Nashville have catfish, etc., little statues around town. So they were like, hey, let's do the world's biggest hoe. And nobody in the room was like, so nobody was in the room with Dr. Juanita Bynum, or they know exactly what they're doing. One of the two. You're either in a creative bubble and nobody's there to say no, or you know exactly what you're doing. She kind of has a Janet Jackson look to her. I'm not going to make a nipple comment, although I just did. Sounds... The Gospelaires Trio. The Gospelaires Trio. Man, I can smell that picture. That picture smells like a church kitchen. That's exactly what that picture smells like. They went to the salon, got their matching Lane Bryants on with their sensible heels. Again, the internet has ruined everything. The internet has ruined everything because I'm telling you right now, the first word in this album is a nickname that a parent gives a child, right? So when you put it on an album like this, Squirt does its thing, semi-soft music in Tijuana style. Well, it's semi-soft because you ate the food and drank the water. Again, the internet. Oh, Squirt. Oh. Bro, that's the soda. That's the soda. Oh, my God. I just realized this little hot blonde chick made an album about Squirt does its thing. I don't know what Squirt's thing is. It's a great hangover drink. Like if you're hungover, it really does settle your stomach. I'll give it that. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's hungover. I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you think Squirt's thing is? Let me know down in the comments what Squirt's thing is. Bro, do not take an open beverage from this guy. I can't even look at this dude. I can't even look at him. Look at, I can't, I'm saying I can't look at him, but here I am. Look at this setup, bro. If you walk into this guy's room, why is there a random toast plate here? He's got a High Times magazine. This plate is obviously where he's rolling his joints. He's got looks like some $5 bills there and a bottle of Chianti. He's rocking his Chianti. And remember, folks, shirtless was good. Shirtless and hairy was good. Burt Reynolds ruined it, man. That's what happened. Burt Reynolds became a star, and then all the dudes decided they too, these hirsute individuals, were sexy as well. Cover that up, bro. Cover that up. Come home, baby. Russ Hamilton is making a statement here. We will make love. We will make love. Look at him. We will. You will drink this. Hey, does this napkin smell like chloroform? That's what that was right there. And yes, this is a famous Beatles album that has the chopped up children on it. It's if you're gonna make fun of the album, the Beatles album, it's because of how counter, like, that was my issue with it. When someone said this was a controversial album, I went, how can you see that as a controversy? Like, I don't see, because to me, I knew it's the Beatles. So it's like, come on, man. And Ringo's laughing. Freddie Gage, all my friends are dead. Man, he's rocking his zipper boots, holding his Bible, kneeling down. Look at that. That's a Tennessee picture right there. That's what that is. Someone thought that was a good photo shoot. Hey, man, I want to go to my dead friend's grave. Take a picture of me. We're going to use it as an album cover. J.J. Worthington. J.J. Worthington is... This is all covers, by the way. Whiter Shade of Pale. Blowing in the Wind. Yesterday. He does a Beatles track. If I Should Touch You. Again, no one in the room was like, maybe shift a couple words around, maybe a comma. The Glory Gang. Look, man, nut huggers were a thing. Jogging was fashionable. Like, they are checking all the boxes. The Down syndrome haircut, the mustache, the tank top tucked into the nut huggers, the knee-high socks with the running shoes, the no socks with the running shoes. So what that tells you is this guy is an actual runner. This dude is an actual... Look, he got the tank top tucked into the shorts. It was a thing. I found Jesus at Walmart. Come on, man. Come on. This album shames itself. You don't need to jump on this album. You don't need to jump into the mosh pit of this album. It does all the work for you. Oh, my God. Chick Willis with Blues. Let's read the title of the album out together, shall we? Stoop down, baby. Let your daddy see. Guys, if you're married or have a girlfriend, the next time you're in the kitchen, drop something on the floor and say this. I need to know, because I'm single, look at me. I need to know what the repercussions are for saying to a woman, stoop down, baby, let your daddy see. And you got to do it like a Mr. Burns voice and like rub your hands together. Right? Stoop down, baby, let your daddy see. That's the only way you can... Sorry, that's the only way you can say it. That is horrifying. I know this album. I know that record. Sorry, this one caught me off guard, and here's why. I had an 8th grade history teacher named Mr. Gambites. Looked exactly like that. Swear to God. He looked exactly... If you went to Heskett Junior High School in Bedford Heights, Ohio, in the late 70s, Mr. Gambites, that's exactly what he looked like. And then he grew a beard, and it got even weirder. It was really weird. John Bolt, this is a famous creepy ass album cover, Julie's 16th birthday. So what we're saying in this photograph here at the bar where the beer is served and the cigarette you smoked everywhere. You look in kitchens in the 70s, cooks were smoking, all right? Everybody smoked. Pilots smoked while flying an enclosed plane. It was crazy stuff. My bus driver smoked on the way to Heskett Junior High School. What we're telling you in this photograph is this person right here yesterday was 15. I'll let that sit with you for a second. Now, again, knowing the band and knowing they've changed their names, this is what you would expect from them. This is an album that is probably in Mike Tyson's collection. See what I did there? If you know, you know. Music to Lure Pigeons by The Night Pastor and 7 Friends. Yo, man, The Night Pastor and 7 Friends, somebody's getting touched. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Hold on. There's a lot to take in here. There's a lot to consume in this album. Remember back why did we love album covers? We loved album covers like Abraxas and things like that because you could sit and look at the album. You know, like any good, like Yes Relayer or Emerson, Lake and Palmer, something like that. You'd sit and look at the album forever. This is one of those records where you're like, they have a tour bus, a tour hearse. They have a tour hearse, meaning they play gigs. They play gigs. This is a touring act right here. The Variations, the name of their album, Dig It Up. That's metal, bro. That's metal right there. I don't care what you say. That is a metal album. That better be metal. I bet it's like polka. Oh my God, that is straight nightmare fuel. That is straight nightmare fuel right there. What are you doing, Forsaken Doll? There's a smack. Okay, this is a compilation. I knew a guy that had this. It's a horrible record. It's an absolutely horrible record. This was made by someone in another country who didn't understand racial tensions. That's what that is. This is like a Ukrainian dude, some Serbian who has no idea. Oh. Guys, calm down. We all know who she is. All the guys know who she is. She's also an Italian pilot. She was in Parliament. So this is Cicciolina. I can't. It's the blonde Italian chick from all the porns. That's what it is. It's the blonde Italian chick with the rack from all the 70s porn. Yes, she's a 70s porn star who released music and became a member of Parliament. She served in the Italian Parliament, I think, for like 5 years. And there's a band. Oh God, I hate that I have this chain of thought. There's a band that was on the Crow soundtrack. The Crow soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. It's one of the best records of the 90s. I put it right up there with Singles and American Graffiti when it comes to soundtracks. There's a band on the soundtrack called Machines of Loving Grace. And they do a song called Golgotha Tenement Blues. And Machines of Loving Grace released an album with a song dedicated to her on it. And I remember my roommate, who's a big Radiohead fan, was like, dude, I love this Machines of Loving Grace album, blah, blah, blah. And I was looking at him like, is that about the porn star? So a lot of guys just showed their hand in more ways than one, knowing who that was. Yeah, there you go. Cicciolina, whatever you say. God damn, dude, slow your roll. That's Romark. The world's best known clinical hypnotherapist. Relax. You're going to lose weight because he's going to roofie you and chop you up into pieces while you're unconscious, because that's what that look is saying. Craig, bro, settle down. I know this is probably like his attempt at some kind of a Mr. Rogers vibe, but this bear looks mad to be there, first off. That's 50s stuff. I bet it's like doo-wop. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Dude. Bruce Baby Man Baum. Born to be Raised. Someone do me a favor. Is this a comedy? See, I want to say that this is a comedy record. I want to guess that this is a comedy album. But his face is too serious dressed like that, because if you were a comedian and you did an album cover like this, dressed like that, you would be smiling, doing something goofy, right? You wouldn't be standing there like, he's gonna get fed, bro. He's coming in. Like, he's coming. Like you're not stopping Bruce Baby Man Baum. You're not stopping Bruce. Whatever he's got on his mind right now, you're not stopping. Edith Massey, Punks Get Off the Grass. Again, I know someone who has this record. And she actually does a cover of Big Girls Don't Cry. Cerrone. Again, that's like some crazy European dude with some... Look at those jeans, though. Look at those jeans. Those jeans were tight. I didn't do very well in math. I was more of the history, art, literature, creative writing guy. There's 5 dudes in that picture, right? Okay. This guy looks like a black Christopher Lloyd. He does. He does. I don't even want to know what kind of bizarre cultural ritual you have been roped into to be made to dress. This is like the male version of The Handmaid's Tale, is what that is. This is the handman's tale right there. Teddy boys. Teddy boys sounds like rent boys. If you don't know what a rent boy is, be a Chelsea fan. Yeah. Sacred Hymns by Benny and Nola. Her hair is magnificent. That is some southern cooking right there. Only humidity can get your hair like that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to assume that's Nola. I would hate to think that this is Benny. I don't want to assume nomenclatures. I would hate to do that in 2025. Okay, so the Barnyard Playboys are out of New York, and they're a cowpunk. They were a cowpunk band, and they were touring up until recently. They have a song called Whiskey Dick Mountain and another one called Turd in the Mail. They're a cowpunk band. Don't ask why I know that, but I do. Yeah, the Barnyard Playboys. Corn Dog Love. Paul and Nancy Gray sing Melodies for the Master. It's Pat. Who's Nancy? Who's Paul? Look at those RPGs. If you don't know what RPGs are, ask a soldier, ask a Marine, ask a sailor, ask an airman, ask a veteran what RPGs are. Not the weapon, but just ask what are RPGs. So yeah, these are some rockin' RPGs right here, without a doubt. Wow, Paul and Nancy. I know. Whoa. Bro, again, this was a different time. You know, it was make a sexy album that can get past the censors, you know, kind of a thing. So is she taking them off? Is she putting them on to leave? We don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Just weird. Elvis. You know, this is Charlie, by the way, if you've never met Charlie. Hold on. Say hello, Charlie. Okay. There's a name that you don't hear. Elvis. Elvis Barnett and the Barnetts. Shouldn't it just... I'm overthinking Elvis here. Elvis Barnett and the Barnetts. Hide and watch if you don't believe we're real. We're just floating heads in the park. If you're going to be a floating head, why would you hang out on a bench? That's what I wanted. I'd be floating all over the place. Oh, bro. Okay. Couple of things. These three words changed advertising. These three words made Wendy's hamburgers. I want to tell you that right now. When this campaign came out, first off, this is the late Coyote McLeod, with whom I worked, and he's a Nashville legend. Worked at Oldies 96.3. He worked at Star 97 for a little while. I worked with him when he worked at Cumulus. He and I can't remember the young lady's name that worked with him. Oh, it's because I'm thinking about something else. But this is Coyote McLeod, Nashville legend. And this is Clara Peller, the lady who said the line in the commercial. At the time the commercial came out, Wendy's was struggling. They were in the burger wars. They were dead last. And then this commercial dropped. And it became an absolute, you see it, a local Nashville morning show DJ made an album with the woman, because that's the power of Nashville, called Where's the Beef? Late Coyote McLeod. Lived on a houseboat. Stop it! I'm trying to think. Hold on a second. Horian? Adrian. Oh my God. 70s, 80s metal bands always had the craziest fonts. This is like trying to read somebody's vanity plate. So it's Adrian, one step into the uncertain. For some reason, he's protecting pickles slices from Cthulhu's spider baby with very tight jeans and a 45, maybe? Aw, Mark IV, I want to see Jesus. Bro, you're too young to say that, man. Rocking his little dickie. Yeah. See, I can't, man. I can't bang on the little kid. Whoa! Mrs. Mills, Look Mum, No Hands. British, obviously. It has to be a comedian. It has to be like a comedy album. Led Out of Bondage, the Gospel Trio. Look at that hair. Good Lord. You know, they sleep. They if you don't touch the cat will get mad at you. Watch. He'll reach out. They have to sleep like sitting up. Like straight up. Talk to any old Southern woman. They've slept sitting up. English Boggs trying to be a less gay Judas Priest? Or a more gay Judas? Like, which one are you trying to be, man? Which one are you trying to be? George Jones, that's a good album, man. Weird album cover. That's like, George was really drunk. Somebody was really drunk when they came up with that. Bread, Love, and Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. Bread, Love, and Cha-Cha-Cha. Bro, you've got Ginger from Gilligan's Island standing here, and you're hugging up on a baguette. I got to be honest with you. It depends on how good the bread is. The bread does make the sandwich. I'm from South Jersey. It's all about the bread. This is obviously an Italian Avengers, or I don't know, because that's Thor, that's Superman, Spider-Man, Robin, Wonder Woman, Batman. Kwai Chang Caine? Like, I didn't know this dude was in. He plays keyboards, obviously, but I didn't know that dude was in the event or the Super Friends. Super Héros. Héros. Super Héros. Maybe it's French. I don't know. But Super Amigos. Super Friends. Okay. All right. Look at this guy. He's magnificent. Batman is magnificent. Somebody approved that. Meditation Singers. All right. All right. Pretty straightforward record. All right. Sit back, relax. Whoa. Whoa, bro. I have no words. I have no words, man. You have no words for that. Cornelius Sunjiger Taub. Wow. Paul Mickelson plays for youth. Man, ain't nobody want to hear that. Unless you're doing some Inagata Davida on this thing. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Sincerely Yours. The Malcolm Wilco Duo? The Malcolm Wilco Duo. Is that what that says? The Malcolm Wilco Duo. Sincerely Yours. This guy is telling this guy to watch the rabbits, and then he's going to pull a .38 caliber out of his waistband. He's telling Lenny to watch the rabbits. That's exactly what this picture says to me, man. Wing sings more AC/DC. Bro, South Park did a whole episode about her. She's an icon. No. I will not tolerate that. The Farinas present Happiness. Yes. This guy looks happy, as in he should wear a helmet when he gets angry happy. Oh, we've seen all these people at church. Clibby and Caroline. Lach Dickfit. I don't know what that means, my German folks. Roger Whittaker. In Orbit. It's a very famous record, too. Good record. But again, weird cover, weird concept. Whoa, Ian Lodge. What you gonna do to me? I'm gonna put some pants on you, bro. That's what I'm gonna do to you. I gotta put pants on you. Like, seriously. But again, it was the time. That's a Hasselhoffian pose. Colorful stylings by the Crusaders of Illinois and the singing. You're gonna make me say it. You're going to make me say it. And he's got a flat top. Going to make me say it, dude. You're going to make me say it. The Crusaders of Illinois and the Singing Little Person. Now I got to go hear him. Now I got to go hear the colorful stylings of the Singing Midget. Rich guy, owns a jet, makes an album, does this. Garbage, karaoke, horse with no name stuff. Whoa! Alcides. Alcides. I don't know. That's a lot of leather. That is a lot of leather. Do you know how much baby powder it's going to take to get this greasy dude out of there? Look at him, man. Look, this guy could wear a turtleneck sweater and still have hair coming out of the top of that thing. Look at this dude. His Jerry curl goes all the way down to his chest. Good Lord. Peggy Seneath. How big is God? Well, Peggy. Well, Peggy. Gino Vannelli. Again, why even wear a shirt at that point? At this point, why wear the shirt? This guy was actually made hits. He actually made hits. Not good album covers, but he made hits. Whoa, bro, Jack Sharon. Jack, I'm down with. He's got the 50s Southern, but her, jeez, Mika Ostojic. I don't even want to know what goes on when they're not taking photographs of these people. Like, if that's what you're doing on the photograph, Terry Lightfoot and his band, yeah, that is a weird looking album cover. Like a severed foot with wings. It's real. Pat Roper. I don't know what it is. Those are cool shoes, though. I'll give them the props. Those are really nice kicks. The Darkness. Yeah. Okay. Follow the guy on Twitter, I think. I follow him on Twitter. Our hero, Pat Cooper, featuring an Italian wedding. A hero is more than just a sandwich. Somebody came up with the idea and he went for it. The Singing Steps, Born to Die. Good Lord, could you find a more downer of a name? That's a Debbie Downer album. Peas and Honey. Cuttin' Eth. I don't even know what that is. It's obviously making fun of hillbillies. The Duncan family, Ready to Leave. Well, time to go. Maybe it's an album of all covers of like Leaving on a Jet Plane, right? Stuff like that. Keep Away by Godsmack. Maybe they're doing a Godsmack cover, I would assume. We've worn those suits. Some of you in the comments have worn these clothes. The Party Side of Jimmy Smith. I would hate to see the angry side of... Honestly, Jimmy looks really scary. Richie Vadnal's Orchestra, Lover Boy Polka. I bet my boys up in Wisconsin know this record. I bet my guys up in Wisconsin and Minnesota know this one. Get a Horse is the name of the album. Get a Horse. Whoa, bro, I can't read Greek. He looks like a character actor. There's a character actor that he looks like. But this is more nightmare fuel. He does look like Kramer. He does. That looks like... This looks like Kramer's serial killer brother. Dance, Little Bird, Frankie Yankovic. Well, she got paid to do it. She got paid to be on that album cover. Let me tell you about my operation. Ray Bourbon speaking. So, this is an album of Ray Bourbon. I'm assuming it's her in a towel telling you about her hysterectomy, right? Like, I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. That's a cool ass cat, though. This cat owns this album cover. This looks like a Dracula Ringo Starr. That's what he looks like. He looks like a Ringo Starr Dracula. It's a Ringo Starr Dracula. The Polston Family, featuring Well Glory and the Singing Family. That looks like John Candy. Straight up looks like John Candy. This guy looks like he beats his children and drinks heavily. I bet she makes mean pierogies. This guy looks like he's like a teacher that's into his students. And this guy, I think we all know this guy. Back then, he would have a roommate named Trevor because he was scared of this guy. Does this guy not have the ultimate 1950s oppressive patriarch look going on? You just know that house was miserable. This Hagar suit. Happy Christmas Dancing. K. Webb. You know, I'm going to assume, like I always do, that this guy had the album cover shot this way so he could have a hot chick sit on his lap. That's exactly why I believe that is happening. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming this guy's blind. He's got the blind guy look. I don't know what kind of music this is. Brasil Cidade de Campo. I don't know what that is, but I don't want anything to do with that. Like, if you got in this guy's cab, you wouldn't think he could see. Like, if you got in a cab and this guy was your driver and he turned and looked at you, you'd be like, all right, I'm getting another cab. I don't trust you. Peter Morrison, Songs Are for Singing. What's the B-side? No shit? He looks like Chris Collinsworth and Fran Tarkenton smashed together. That's an obscure reference for you. Two NFL guys in one reference. That looks like Fran Tarkenton and Chris Collinsworth got smashed together and made a horrible record. That's what that looks like. DJ Khaled, Suffering from Success. First off, the name of the album. Do you remember, what were they called? Humble Brags. Do you remember that? This is why they don't do them anymore. What a stupid album name. What a stupid, pompous, pretentious, arrogant album name. I'm suffering from success. Oh, my God. But he made sure, in the Army, we had these guys called ring knockers. And they went to West Point, and they wore their ring on their right hand, and they always made sure that when they were pointing things out, that you saw that they had their West Point ring on. So he's ring knocking you right here is what he's doing. He's so bummed out with his Mr. T starter kit and his giant ring. What a stupid album cover. What a stupid album cover. That is stupid. The more I look at this album cover, the angrier I'm getting. Just get away from it, dude. It's so stupid. Suffering from success. Ginger Ingram. Come Holy Spirit. 25 cents? You're telling me that all the hard work that Ginger Ingram put into this album is only worth 25 cents? Shame on you. The Joyful Heirs. I Found a Treasure. Remember I told you before about the dad who was abusive towards his family? This is the opposite. I think all of these people push this guy around. I think he's cuckolded. I think when the kids aren't around, this lady is out there with the neighbors and this guy is watching through a window with binoculars. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? The Dulato twins. For some reason, I'm getting a New York, New Jersey, but not city vibe. I'm getting middle-class white suburb who think they're gangster vibe from these guys. Their dad owns a couple car lots. They're so greasy they glide when they walk. Like, they're worse than, what was that horrible show, Jersey Shore? Like, they're worse than those people. I could be wrong. Tubby Boots. Thin may be in, but fat. Hey, he autographed it. Good for you, Tubby Boots. See, he's leaning into it. Summer's End. Irvin Donaldson. Homeboy's just lost in the cornfield. They take those kinds of pictures around here. when you got three names up here, you're one of two ways, man. You either have a PhD or you're on a wanted poster. It's the only way three names works, okay? Randy Jack Wiggins, not going to be on a PhD. Wanted, Randy Jack Wiggins, flows way easier off the tongue. Body Language is the name of the album. And again, these two girls work at a local bar. He hired them to take this photo. You know what? And I'm going to tell you something else, ladies. Let me just take a break here for a second and say this to the women. This is actually hot. This is hotter than the trashy, barely there crap you guys are wearing now. This look is hot. It really is. With the high waist, they are. Trust me, it is. Conservatism is coming back into fashion. I hope so, because that's dead sexy. No bras. Come on. You're killing me. Jacqueline E. Manda Brasa. Don't know what that is, but I think this guy's doing his little brother a favor by having him on the record. Nice eyes, though. He does. He's got cool eyes. I'll give him that. I'll give him that one. That's just weird, though. Bernard Bresslaw. I think this is British because of how it's spelled. I only arsed. And I think it's going to be a play on arse and asked. So I think that's why I'm just guessing. I have no idea, but I only arsed is kind of striking me as like a comedy way of doing that. Let me know. Again, I don't know anything about it. Big Mama Blue. The Rose. You're leaning into your name, I'll give you that. The Gospelites. Okay, the Gospelites. I had to read that. The Gospelites. This is Chet. Or is this Chet? Is this Dave? Is this Dave? Chet? Dave? I'm having a hard time here because this looks like a Chet and this looks like a Dave. So I don't want to assume that this is Chet because that doesn't look like a Chet. He doesn't look like a Chet. That looks like a Chet. That looks like Justin Timberlake. That looks like Justin Timberlake right there is what that looks like. And this looks like a whiter dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Joe Lou Trujillo. He looks like a whiter, chubbier version of him. But yeah, he looks like Justin Timberlake a little. That's funny. Chet. All right, well, last one, I think. I think this is the last one. This is the Crossroads Quartet. Let's spread the news. Again, going back to the Fairfield 4, correct me if I'm wrong, but 4 quarts is a gallon. Quartet is 4. Well, I'm just shocked and confused by all of that. Every one of these dudes in this photo, they all look like they're getting ready to go hit on the widow. That's what they look like in this photo. They all look like they're at a funeral and everybody's walking away and they're all getting ready to walk up and do the, hey, how you doing? So that's what that looks like. There you go. That is hilariously bad album covers that deserve to be shamed, as suggested, sorry about the cat butt, by one of my subscribers. If you would like me to react to a video, song, or a band, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, read the pinned message, drop a link, a brief description, and I'll get to it when I can. I can't believe Cody McLeod's album was in there. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. So again, thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me and Charlie on the east side. On the east side of Music City. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. This is Charlie. You're the best darn subscribers in the world. And this is The Wild Side.